Welcome back to Scarlet Hollow, starting episode 3. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. You manage to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the Shaw mine still stuck to your skin. Yeah, we'll take a shower. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. Water is hot and surprisingly enough clean. As steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain, Every minute feels like another thread holding this town together starts to unravel. Thoughts of doom consume you. You're done here, turn off the faucet and dry yourself. Time to start your day. Look out the window. Any of those little things? You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. A different you might have been taken away by this view. Oh, I think that needs fixed. Drifting into fantasies about how you might have tidied it up and enjoyed tea by the fountain. But a lot has happened since you first arrived in the town. Turn back. You turn back to the guest room. Message your group chat. Pull out your phone, open up your group chat with Stella and Kanika. I get to meet Reese today. Can't wait to ghost bust tonight. Oh, what's the game plan? I'm not setting it up. It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Check the closet. Oh. How long were you going to have slept in the room without realizing you shared the space with that doll? Yeah, it's so creepy. Hopefully he doesn't get up and move while you're not around. That was my thought. Oh no, not touching that. Some things are best left untouched. You close the closet behind you. I text the group. Do I need to text? No. Head downstairs. You've done everything you've wanted up here. It's time to start your day. You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Frou-Frou glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-headed woman busies herself, trying to tidy as best she can. Frou-Frou, vile woman, destroying the natural order of my kitchen. Tabitha's gaze swivels from the woman to you, her glare intensifying. Bonjour, Frou-Frou. Ugh, bonjour, sacre bleu. Do not think you can just bonjour me just because I slept at the foot of your bed last night. I still despise you. 3 humans at once, this is abhorrent. Your stink will linger here for hours. How am I supposed to bear it? Tabitha, I see you talking to my cat again. Are you sure you didn't get hit in the head last night? Red-headed woman. You don't say good morning to your pets? I always make sure to talk to my farm cats and alpaca like they're people. To me, they kind of are. Address the red-haired woman. Hi. Janie. Good morning, I'm Janie. Just here to do my little weekly cleaning. Whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Janie, okie dokie. So nice to finally meet you. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped in the diner. Oh, you were there? I didn't even notice. That was Janie. Janie, but seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are 2 completely different things, I suppose. Thanks. All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy to be part of the family. What? I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company with everything that's... Janie! Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. Are we having ice cream for breakfast? I'll have no sass from you today. They apparently had to take that little girl's foot last night. Oh my god. So I'm under a lot of stress right now in case you hadn't put that together. And there's no we here. This stuff is way too hard to get a hold of for me to share. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town. Every time I left you here alone, something terrible is wound up happening, so you're coming with me. But I haven't had my breakfast. Should have thought about that before sleeping in so late. Janie, lock up when you leave, please, and don't go rearranging anything I'll know. As you ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, before you go, I heard about it last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just want to say I'm sorry you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for Oscar and poor little Rosalie, and they're such sweethearts. Couldn't have happened to nicer people. Last night was an avoidable tragedy, but I'm afraid there's more to come. Oh dear, that sounds just dreadful. Have you considered stopping by the church at some point this week? No. My husband's the pastor, and he's been going absolutely stir-crazy since we moved here with nobody really attending sermons. It'd probably do him a lot of good to talk to you through your worries. I'm not really religious. That's alright, my Daniel likes to talk with all sorts of people. He just wants to extend support to anyone who needs it. Feel free to stop by the church anytime. The door is always open. Have you seen anyone prowling around? I'm going to stop the two of you right there. I'm busy and not in the mood to stand around waiting while you play Nancy Drew with my cleaning lady right in front of me. We're leaving. Bye, Janie. Alrighty, then be safe out there. Could have just said yes or no. Tabitha practically drags you from the state, one hand clasped firmly around your arm. She continues to drag you all the way into the car and from there into town. The ride to town is uneventful. Your cousin, unsurprisingly, more focused on the road than making conversation. That's fine. I don't really want to talk to you. Alright, we're just popping in the general store for a few minutes. What are we doing here? Picking up tea. You drink tea? Yeah, whatever. I do a lot of stuff you don't know about. Say nothing. You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Kanika, fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Oh. Family drama. Kanika storms off the door, slowly drifting shut behind her. Other people in their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. Say nothing. We're burning daylight, come on. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smells of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Sybil, good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Tabitha, morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. If you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. Is Kanika okay? Of course, she just needs time to cool down. Emotions are a little high considering everything that happened yesterday. She'll settle down soon enough. I'm just glad both of my little ones made it out okay. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with the tinkling of bells. Try and listen. Walk up to the door of the tea room and listen in. Wow, subtle. Sybil. Longer than you'd hope, but... Sybil pauses a moment. Later, you hear footsteps move to the far end of the tea room. If she and Tabitha resume their discussion, the voices are too soft for you to hear. It isn't long before the tinkling of bells interrupts your attempted listening session to announce another patron. Question mark? Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're O, aren't you? My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. Policeman told me you saw what happened to my daddy. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Thank you, I appreciate you being honest with me. Policeman said he might just be out hunting somewhere, but me and my mama both know he ain't coming back. Mama's pretty broken up about it. I'm trying to hold it together since I'm man of the house now, but it ain't easy. Me and him was supposed to be bringing Big Betty to the state fair this week, but now he's gone, and this morning, so is she. So I suppose if I'm not going to the fair, I may as well make myself useful and get out in the woods to look for what's left of my daddy. You was there, right? Could you tell me where to look so I can try to find him? Big Betty, one of your chickens? Nah, she ain't a chicken. Big Betty is a prize pumpkin. She was a big lady too. I expect she was at least 2,000 pounds. Not too easy to move something like that. Could be she rolled off down a hill, but I can't be looking for it just yet with what everything is going on. The ditchlings did it. There are monsters that show out when something bad is going to happen. They're the things that have been stealing your chickens. I ain't never heard of a ditchling before, but whatever they are, they won't stop me from trying to find my daddy. Have you seen anything strange? Not really, but I've been awful busy with everything that's been happening. Them chickens keep disappearing, though. He died on the northeast edge of town off the Asgina Trail. Thank you, I appreciate you trying to help us out. I don't rest easy, you know, when he's out there somewhere all by his lonesome. But he did. Please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Stella. Oh my god, hey, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast. Y'all wanna swing by, otherwise meet at the library and figure out a plan? Think I'm good, just had a big fight, not really hungry, gonna chill in my van for a while. If you wanna hang out though, otherwise, see you guys at library. You have plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house. Swing my Stellas. Doesn't take long to make your way to Stella's house. Hi, Stella. You take a deep breath and yell at the top of your lungs. Hi, Stella. Your shout is immediately met by yells of an excited Gretchen. Gretchen. He's here, Stella, he's here. An exhausted Stella groggily stares at you from her doorway. Hey, sorry, I'm a bit of a mess. I guess I slept in a lot. Give me a minute to finish getting dressed and I can make us some breakfast. Yay. That's what I wanted, breakfast. Stella talks from the other room as she changes. What are you feeling for breakfast? Pancake, eggs, biscuits, maybe just a classic scramble? I also have a toaster or waffles if that's more your speed. Gretchen. I may have already had my breakfast, but that won't stop me from partaking in whatever scraps may fall to the floor, of course. I'm a pancakes guy. Excellent. Nothing like a stack of cakes for breakfast. We can even make them together. Oh, a Ghostbuster uniform. I used to have a jumpsuit like Stella's, but I'm afraid mine has been torn to shreds from years of use. Stella, alright, let's get started. Explore, flirt. That's a cute jumpsuit. It most certainly is, Gretchen. It most certainly is, isn't it? Stella, oh, thanks. I thought you might like it. This used to be my lucky getup from back when I did ghost hunting videos. Though I guess you might call it unlucky since I've never actually seen a ghost. But hey, after the past couple nights, we could use a bit of luck. Bad luck. Maybe we could, what? Maybe we could use a bit of bad... Why would you want bad luck? Or the kind of bad luck where we don't find anything, of course. Oh, yeah. Don't want to jinx us. Should we start on food? I'm starving. Let's get started. Pancakes are pretty easy, though the real challenge is not burning them. And not undercooking them. And not burning them and undercooking them at the same time. But hey, at least the ingredients are easy to assemble. I'll handle the dry stuff if you mix the wet stuff. What, was that a shake? Oh, shake in the pan. Huh? Stella gives you a handful of pre-measured ingredients in a bowl and a whisk. And if you don't mind, I'm going to make an egg for myself while you work on the mix. I don't want an egg. Not a fan of eggs. All the more for me. Anyway, seems like you got an earlier start than I did. Anything interesting happening while I was asleep? Did Tabby give you a hard time? And have you heard anything from Oscar? Tabitha was planning on babysitting me all day, but I gave her the slip. I'm glad you're here. It's been really nice spending time with you, even if a lot of it has been the two of us running in terror from the monster of the day. Gretchen, I personally prefer that you come alone. My Stella could use better company like yourself in her life. I met Bo at the general store. That poor guy, how is he doing? Apparently Big Betty's gone missing. Really? How does the 2,000-pound pumpkin just disappear? Cops still haven't found Duke's body, so he won't look himself. Gosh, that sounds dangerous. I hope he stays safe. Haven't talked to Oscar yet, but apparently they had to amputate Rosalina's foot. The color drains from Stella's face. Oh no. That poor pup, I hope I made things... Oh, Gretchen, that poor pup, I hope I made things easier. Stella stands in silence for a moment before perking up. I baked some cookies last night after we got home. I was a little restless. Stella, I'll bring them over today. I'm not sure what else I can even do. Though cleansing his house of its spiritual resident will probably be helpful too. Hope you haven't forgot about ghost hunting plans this evening. Yeah, let's just move on from that. You don't really want to talk about that. I'm pumped. Excellent, me too. If there's a ghost, I hope it tries to communicate with us instead of scare us. I want to know what it's like to be dead, or if there are more ghosts out there. And hey, if this is anything like any other ghost hunt I've been on, it'll be a much appreciated breather. Unless you count Tommy Knockers as ghosts, or Wayne. Gretchen. Well, if they aren't if y'all are excited, count me in on the enthusiasm. Stella, eggs are done, time for the pancakes. Stella takes your bowl from you, dumping it into her flour, whisking quickly to combine the ingredients. And now we pray to the pancake gods for the perfect stack. Thanks for coming over, by the way. Sometimes this place feels empty, you know. Gretchen, even with me around, my Stella gets lonely from time to time. It's so nice to see her have a guest. I want to talk to Gretchen more. Why don't I have that option? Sport tab. So we're actually gonna meet Reese today? Heck yeah, we are. If Dr. Kelly tries to turn us away again, we can just sneak in. Nothing will stand in the way of us in friendship. What's he like? I'm not about to ruin a cool, mysterious introduction by telling you. I think you'll like him, though. Are you sure he's real? At the very least, he was real for most of his childhood. And if he's a ghost now, it's even better. He can tell us what being a ghost is like. Leave it at that. Time for the first flip. I'll need your moral support for this. Stella's face screws in concentration as she readies herself to flip the pancake. Nailed it. The perfect flip. We're a great team. I didn't flip it. Think you always live here? Have you ever thought of moving away? I can't say I've given it too much thought. After my parents, I inherited this house, you know, so I didn't need to worry about where to live or how to survive. And I know everyone here. I don't know anybody out there. Except you now. What happened to your parents? Car crash. They were taking me to college. I didn't wind up going to college. Not much more to be said. Were you in the car? Yeah. But hey, life moves on. Best not to dwell on stuff like that. Can we talk about something else? How's the food? Funny you should ask. Looks like we're done here. And with that, breakfast is served. Gretchen, if the two of you wouldn't mind saving me just a couple of scraps, the meal smells absolutely delectable. Stella, and look, I didn't burn any of them. The pancake gods wanted to make sure I could impress my guests with my incredible breakfast skills. Bon appetit. I've been having a little bit of a hard time sleeping the past couple nights. I'm sure you can relate. I think I need a nice slow morning like this, just hanging out. As you and Stella start to dig in, you're interrupted by a phone alarm sounding off. Oh shoot, almost forgot. It's Major Jimmy Day. Oh, Mayor Jimmy Day. If they're even still doing it after last night, I wonder how far the news has spread. Either way, it's a good excuse to meet up with Oscar and see how Rosalina's doing. Gretchen scoffs at the mention of Mayor Jimmy. Gretchen, Mayor my rear end. I certainly never voted for him. Talk to animals. Gretchen says she didn't vote for him. Stella, well, of course she did. Gretchen's the dog. Dogs can't vote. Stella falls silent. Maybe they should, though. How would that even work? Little paw prints? Never mind, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's scarf this down and head on over. I'll make sure to bring some biscuits for the mayor. Gretchen, biscuits? I can't believe Stella's bringing the good stuff for that lowlife. Gretchen doesn't seem to like Jimmy that much. Stella, huh? Because she barked? Well, that won't stop me from bringing biscuits. It's always good to be polite. Let's go. Southern hospitality. Spend some quality time with Stella. You and Stella make your way to the library. It's busier than usual. A small crowd has already formed in the corner of the main foyer. Now we're just... wrong button. Now we're just waiting on Kanika. Kanika, thank God we have something to do this morning. My family's been driving me nuts. Stella, yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce us to the mayor for like the entire time I've known him. Kanika, it'll be worth it, trust us. Stella, alright, shall we? Aw? He's a dog? You can tell this dog is the mayor from this little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. Unless you're mistaken, the serious man by his side is Deputy Franklin, one of the policemen you spoke to following your encounter in the woods Monday. Mayor, good morning, citizen. I don't believe we met. He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. Gretchen says you're a lowlife. Security go and watch it. The mayor. Miss Gretchen, what must I do to earn your loyalty? Gretchen, I'll settle for nothing less than you stepping down from office. He's the dog. The mayor, and you're an ape, and yet here I am, the big dog in charge. Security goon, he's the mayor. Stella, I'm so glad no one ruined the surprise. Nika, this town has a dog as mayor since early 1900s. That's just how we do things around here for some reason. It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow besides the nature. And all my friends in Winnie's Biscuits, oh, and the close-knit small town community, of course. But having a dog mayor is a close fit, no contest. The mayor. Now, is there something I can help you with? You're not one of my constituents. I'd like to make sure I spend plenty of time with the voters. Mr. Mayor, there's something very serious going on in town. We need your help. Murmurs stir in the crowd behind you as you relay the danger to the mayor. Mayor, of course, the pet disappearances. I've been made aware of the situation. But what do you expect me to do about it? It's autumn. That's tourist season in Scarlet Hollow. I can't turn away the lifeblood of this town, not with the mine faltering the way it is. There was a mine collapse last night. We don't need any more news of disaster coming out of Scarlet Hollow. Do you understand? You get like one bus a week or something like that. What? You can't have that many tourists. Do you care about tourists? Of course, I'm the mayor. I know what goes on in this town, and I know what the people need to see. And what they need to see is their elected official not breaking down in public. I'm a pillar of this community. I need to present myself as strong, calm, and collected. But how does this work if I don't have to talk to animals? Does it just do a lot of barking? The mayor, and nobody wants that, right? Gretchen, and I've heard just about enough from you, Jimmy. Lucky you putting on a show in front of your adoring fans, while the dogs of this town are snatched up by monsters in the woods, hoping the humans will clean it all up for you. When are you finally gonna do something meaningful for the carrier citizens of Scarlet Hollow? The mayor. Now, Miss Gretchen, there's no need. Gretchen, scraps. Never would have let those things prowl the woods for so long. Oh, that must have been the last mayor. And yet you sit back, waiting for the humans to notice and letting more innocent dogs suffer. You know, I almost lost my life to those things the other night, and my goodness, haven't you heard about poor Duke? The mayor. Now, Gretchen, a lot of those were old dogs. It's fair to assume they simply went to the big farm upstate. Gretchen, don't you dare talk to me about old dogs. I guess every politician is corrupt and cowardly, even the actual dogs. Gretchen, Scraps would have been out in the woods at the first sign of trouble, tearing out the throats of any creature who dared threaten the dogs of Scarlet Hollow. Yet here he is posing for little rectangles like nothing is wrong in this town. Gretchen squirms in Stella's arms, straining to get at Mayor Jimmy. Stella, hey, whoa, Gretchen, calm down, old girl, you're gonna pull muscle. The mayor. Mr. Franklin, I think now is a good time to dispose of this riffraff. Security goon. Miss Richmond, I'm gonna have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor. Stella, I know I should have known better. These two never have been able to get along. Stella walks off, still struggling to hold Gretchen as she shouts insults back at Jimmy. Ingrate, ne'er-do-well, you dog. Nika is quick to follow them. It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar, and I can't read today. Before you catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Is that the pastor dude? It's hard to put a finger on him, but something compels you to dislike him. Strange man. Sounds like old Gretchen the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? Pastor Daniel, I take it everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. I don't believe in an afterlife. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully one of these days will come around. If you'd ever like to discuss your beliefs, my door is always open. Talk to animals. The mayor's a huckster and a fraud. The bastard cares more about tourism than the fate of the town. The pastor goes quiet for a second, his face suddenly white as a sheet. The smile fades from his face as he stares at you intently, studying your expression. You too? He glances to either side before continuing. I thought I was the only one. Please come visit me at the church soon. Seems like we may have a lot to talk about. Oh, you can talk to animals too. He hurries off, suddenly quiet and serious. Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. Stella, I heard from what happened? Oscar, I'm so sorry. Nika, poor Rosalina, I can't even imagine how scary this has been for her. Oscar, she seems in high spirits right now, but they've got her on some pretty strong pain medications, so I'm not sure how she's going to feel when that wears off. And it was the whole foot? Yeah, it's bad, but she's alive. We'll both be able to move on from this. We just have to get through the tough parts first. Remain silent. Oscar, I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I better get going. I was only supposed to come back to pick up a few things, but then the hospital called and said there had been some big bus accident on the highway and they need beds, so I have to come pick her up. Even though our house is still haunted and the only place she can lie down until then is the dirty back room that drove her away in the first place, and Mayor Jimmy Day is happening. Sorry. I'm just a little overwhelmed. It's okay, Oscar. We're here to help. Yeah, we're gonna get that ghost. We can always go ahead and do a ghost bust or whatever we're calling it while you're out, and she'd be able to go right back to her old room as soon as she got back. That's probably a good idea, right? If only, but it doesn't come out during the day. So any busting attempts are going to have to wait until nightfall. I'm still not even sure we can get rid of it at all. I think I'd have to see for myself that it was gone. It managed to trick me a couple times, and I can't handle any more surprises right now. I've got every ghost hunting device known to man. You're in good hands, Oscar. Power of friendship. Don't worry, Oscar, we'll fix it. Heck yeah, we will. Yeah, whatever this is, we'll get to the bottom of it tonight. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm heading out. It should be dark by the time we get back. So I suppose I'll see you then. Oscar hurries off, car keys jingling as he jogs out the door. Let's get up to Reese's. Maybe we can get him to come ghost hunting with us. Oh no, you're not going to try to get Dr. Kelly to let him leave the house, are you? He'll kick us out for even asking. I wonder if he even knows what's happened last night. I don't know how disconnected he is from the news around town. Geez, should we tell him? Gosh, I don't know. Maybe we just play it by ear. Anyways, shall we? Time to go. Talk to animals. So about the mayor. He's corrupt. That dog cares more about tourist money than protecting the town. Does Scarlet Hollow even get tourists? Kanika laughs. Stella, we got a few. We'll all come to see the mayor. Plot thickens. So I finally met Pastor Daniel. It's only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets to check out. I don't know where he finds so many. I think he comes off a little weird because he shares my gift. Your gift? The one where I can talk to animals. He corroborated some of the things the mayor told me. Wait, really? Whoa. Okay, assuming for a minute that both you and Pastor Daniel have the magical power of speaking to animals, I don't think that's enough to explain how weird the guy is. For instance, I like you, and I don't like the pastor. I wonder how many people out there share your gift. There's so many implications. Kanika, I'm going to continue to pretend that O is just really weird and it's just really good at reading animal body language. I don't think I can handle many more world-shattering revelations this week. Mystical. I wonder if the pastor is cursed. I felt something odd when he came up to me. And the way everyone dislikes him seems excessive, unnaturally excessive. Stella, I know this is weird coming from me, but not everything in town has to be spooky for supernatural reasons. Sometimes people just give off bad vibes. Kanika, agreed. We're allowed to dislike him even though he hasn't done anything wrong. That we know of. Why would I invite Tabitha? Should I invite Tabitha? We'll do it secretly. I just kind of want to see what happens. You discreetly shoot your cousin a text inviting her to evening's ghost hunt. Stella and Kanika will find out about it if she actually shows up. Head to Reese's. Alright, shall we head out? The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. I just want to see if she shows up. You once again find yourself in front of Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later. The sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. Nika, we're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? Stella, there's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. Just extra time you get to spend together. Nika, okay, but what if she yells at us? Oh, is that him? Too late, the door swings open. Reese, hey. Stella, Reese. Nika, oh my god, dude, it's been ages. Reese, you must be right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the updates. Gretchen, my goodness gracious, there's something that smells terribly off about that boy. Get away from my Stella, you fiend. Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grips as she tries to get between them. Dr. Kelly, are they here already? Dr. Kelly, I knew you'd show up early, Stella, and you brought that dog. Great. Stella, yeah, I thought that she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. Dr. Kelly, the dog stays outside. But it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. You know, I always have some of those easy chew dog jerky stashed away. Gretchen, the gall, the gumption. This is a violation of my rights. Stella, but we go everywhere together. Dr. Kelly, do you want to come in or not? Knika nervously tugs Stella away towards the van. Gretchen, you keep her safe from that monster. Oh, you hear? Don't let a feather of harm fall on my darling Stella. Dr. Kelly, well, what about you? Are you coming in? Talk. I gotta do all the talk to animals. So it's like, what's the point of having it if you're not gonna use it? Gretchen called you a monster, Reese. Any idea what's up with that? Reese, no clue. She's never liked me. Dr. Kelly, Reese doesn't do well with dogs. Now come on in. Let's get. Are you a werewolf? You follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls. What? Oh, that's a little weird. Oh. Like dead stuff. You'd be half convinced you'd wander into a real estate showing. Stella, so how can I lend a hand? Dr. Kelly, by sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the dinner rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go on about your business. Wow, rude. Nika, but I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. Reese, we still have time now, right? Dr. Kelly, you aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? Reese, it's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. Stella, I don't mind a little mess. Nika, yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Dr. Kelly, yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Reese, cool, we'll just be downstairs. Downstairs? Your room is in the basement? Stella, you won't even know we're here. Make your way towards the basement stairs. Oh, that's his art on the walls. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to a studio. Discarded canvases line its edges while trash and sketches leak out from the piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, staring out at their creator. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourself comfortable. You always have to forgive the mess. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. I haven't been cleaning much. What are you sick with? Nika, sorry Reese, I was pretty direct. We don't have to talk about your illness. It's okay, I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. Stella, you're so macabre, Reese. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. Reese. Stella, you haven't, right? It's not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's getting worse. I can barely keep most food down. My skin always itches like there are worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time or a short time, no one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I've left, it's going to be miserable. I feel like it's his mom doing it. That's why she wants us out of the kitchen. She probably got some poison put in his food. Probably in our food. So I've done my morning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable. But one day I'll wind up in a pine box just like everyone else, and I'm okay with that. Kanika, dang Reese, I may be goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. Stella, we'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Reese, thanks guys, but you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. Surely there must be something doctors can do, even if it's just helping with the symptoms. Doc upstairs is consulted with law specialists. I've tried a lot of medications. Oh, that's right. She's a Dr. Kelly. Oh. She's doing it. Sure, some have been able to alleviate symptoms, but they always come with their own fun side effects. It wound up being a question of picking which set of discomforts I wanted to deal with. I settled on constant nausea and vomiting and a persistent itch I can't scratch. It's manageable. As long as I can still paint, I don't care. Well, what are the other symptoms if that's bearable? And hey, it isn't all bad. Some of it is just weird like this. Reese pulls on the skin of his arm. Stretches unnaturally. Oh! Hyperelasticity. Kinda cool, right? Whoa. Does that not hurt? Nope. Feels fine. Like I said, it gets itchy under the skin sometimes, but I don't know if that's the elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. So Stella told you about everything. Oh, she's told me about what you guys have found out there. I wish I could see some of it myself, but you know. He gestures in futility towards the walls of the basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out one of these nights? The doc isn't keeping me prisoner here. Stella, I'm sick, you know that. I'm sorry, man, I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for, and I appreciate the effort, really I do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. That die's already been cast. Eh? But we were talking about the past couple days, weren't we? Have any thoughts on the ditchlings? Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they look like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might be seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them, actually. I mean, what do you think? He pulls out a sketchbook from one of the piles in his room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are going to be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. What do you think of my cousin? She was always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone. Or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. Nope. She's still terrible. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass, thanks. Let's leave it. Let's move on. A movie collection? Let me think. Have you heard of Shino-Chi Death Blood? I saw that for the first time recently and it blew me away. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. We could even put it on after dinner if you guys are interested. Dang, I would usually be down for that, but we've got to head over to Oscar's after this. We promised Stella, Stella, we promised we'd ghost bust this place. He's apparently been dealing with a bad haunting. Kanika, and I feel like we should really be there for him tonight considering everything that's happened. He and Rosalina both need our support right now. We can always ditch. No. Take a rain check on the movie though. Yeah, we'll definitely come by for movie night this week. I'm free tomorrow night. Same goes for I should probably work tomorrow, but I can close up early. So you three go way back, huh? Almost to the womb. The school here is a tiny K-12. Not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we got all along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends their own age. Oh, I guess that's, what's her face? They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks and were stuck with them through their whole school career. Poor kids. Not that we were free from dealing with jerks, like a certain Scarlet I can name. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you, the way she used to look at me, you'd think I'd rolled in something foul every morning before school. Same here, though to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it, though. Your art. Mystical. Each piece exudes a sickening miasma. It's like you can feel something squirming behind the paint, the brushstrokes acting as steel bars, trapping some anguished being within. I can feel the emotions you put into these. They're writhing just behind the paint, radiating pain and anguish. Reese, I know what you mean, I feel it too. When I'm working on them, it's like I'm channeling whatever's plaguing me into the paint. And when they're done, I feel like I've been emptied out and all the vile things inside of me have been sealed away in the canvas. Why I make so many of them. Sometimes when I return to a piece, it's almost like I'm offering an invitation for those feelings to slither back under my skin. There are some pieces I can't even look at. I hide them until I forget they exist. I'd rather not let those particular feelings back in. Sounds kind of like therapy. That seems healthy, probably. Yeah, art therapy. Sounds like it does you good. Being empty must be better than being full of bad thoughts, right? Reese, I think so. Works for me, at least. Wanna come ghost hunting? Stella, oh wow, do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. Kanika, yeah, it'd be great to have you along. Reese, that'd be so amazing, but I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking the town is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. But make sure you bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens. Dinner is gonna be ready by now, right? Almost to cue, Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table. Guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing the germs at the dinner table. Sure thing, Doc. I'm allergic to soap. You got spam. Make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. It feels out of place, like you've accidentally wandered into a different, older house. But more than that, you can feel something radiating out from behind it, like something dark and cold, mystical. You felt this before in the dusty tunnels you so narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum, like a muted scream heard through the layers of rock. Trying to draw you towards it, you feel lightheaded. You are compelled to approach the door, drawn in and hypnotized. Something wants you to find it. Open the door, 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 open the door. Is there anything other? Oh my god, there's a lot of options. Mystical, snap yourself out of it. Should I snap myself out of it or open the door? I want to open the door. Well, is there more options? No, mystical. Use the mystical. You do your best to snap yourself out of it, turning into the bathroom and dutifully washing your hands before doing. Oh, I should have opened the door. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner roll, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative. And Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his doctor. I mean, no. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. She sits opposite you at the far end of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. And those little creatures back there? You know? Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. Stella, this is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I worked too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Stella, well, you have excellent taste in brand, and if you ever want any tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauces, you know I... Dr. Kelly, no thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Kanika, thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. Oh my god! This is what I was thinking. You know, I think I saw a video online about a family like yours. Turns out the mom was poisoning her kid for 18 years. Do I want to do it? You know, I was thinking it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. You know, I think I saw a video on the different table goes quiet. Stella. Oh yeah, I think I saw that one too. Wild stuff. Dr. Kelly, is that so? Silence returns. Seconds feel drawn out like minutes. Aside from Reese's mom staring down at the table, nobody's making eye contact with anyone. About Reese. Does no one in this town have two parents? Dr. Kelly's glare intensifies. Small towns are full of drama. People meet when they're young and reckless, and it doesn't always work out long term. Plus, these holes are dangerous. The job, even more so. Things happen. Not everyone gets a fairy tale ending. Stella, you can find happy endings anywhere, though. It doesn't have to be perfect, but people can still be happy, even if bad things have happened to them. I guess living in denial is a kind of happiness, sure. Why are you so hell-bent on keeping your son from seeing his friends? I'm his doctor and his mother. I know what he needs better than anyone. I don't appreciate some stranger who met him less than half an hour ago trying to tell me how to take care of him. Reese, you know, Doc, I feel fine. I mean, as fine as usual, so not perfect or anything. But I don't think seeing my friends has any kind of effect on you thought it would. It's been really nice, actually. Stella, hear that. Reese can hang out with friends again. If you're still feeling okay after dinner, maybe you can even come ghost hunting with us. Stella. Oh, geez, Kanika, what was that for? Kanika, don't push it, Stella. Stella, just say that next time instead of kicking me. Your boots are heavy. Kanika, sorry, Dr. Kelly. We're totally respectful of Reese's boundaries, even though they might seem a little arbitrary and strict. Actually, they're not arbitrary. These are rules in place for a good reason. Dr. Kelly, tell me how great you feel in an hour when exhaustion catches up to you, Reese. You'll be knocked out all evening and regretting every minute of this. Let me show you. Regret spending time with your friends? Like what? Like, as if I would regret being able to see other people for the first time in months. I don't care what happens. It was worth it. The more you talk, the less you feel like you're having a conversation. The more you feel like you're treading on eggshells. Reese is a talented artist. You must be very proud of him. Dr. Kelly, he has a lot of skill, honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Reese, thanks, Doc. Why do you call your mom Doc? What exactly does he have? I'm not poisoning my son. They can stop with the thinly veiled accusations. He has a combination of genetic diseases that give him a fragile immune system, among other things. It's too much to get into, a lot of technical terms that I have to explain. It's not good dinner talk, and it can't be pleasant for him to have to hear it again, so let's drop it. Reese, I'm fine talking about it. I'd rather we talk about something else. The tension at the dinner table reaches a breaking point. Alright, that's enough. Dr. Kelly's interrupted by Reese before she can finish her thought. Reese, so we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while I was still in town. Dr. Kelly, we'll have to see how you're feeling. Reese, I can handle a movie, Doc. Stella, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure I'll be okay. Dr. Kelly, you're always overestimating how much you're able to do. Reese, this is why you keep getting sick. Reese, if I get sick, so what? It's not like it's ever going to change. I'm sick every day. I'm not getting better, and I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over. Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Dr. Kelly, don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can try and fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it, I knew this would be too much. Dr. Kelly, everyone get out of my house, please. Just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I'm his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him. I know that, and he knows it too, but all you would do is get in his way. So just leave, please. Don't think I know something is up here. Oh, man. Don't think I don't know something is up here. I don't care what you think. I just want to go out so I can take care of my son. The three of you are rushed to the door. Oh, that pill she gave him. We'll be back, Reese. Hope you feel better soon. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of a lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. You really think Reese's mom is poisoning him? If she is, I swear to God. She wouldn't. That's just so horrible. Who could do something like that to their own kid, and for so long? No, there's no way. Y'all are barking up the wrong tree. It seems far-fetched, and it's definitely rare. But I don't think we can rule it out. Explore mystical. The door to the clinic felt like it had the same pull on me as the carving in the mines. You think something's back there? Another of those carvings is somewhere in there, I'm certain of it. Okay, that'd be really weird. If we find it, do you think you'd get another vision? I'm just spitballing here, but I wonder if what that carving showed you last night is related to the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on bad vibe. Oh, God. Do you think Reese might have a supernatural affliction? Like, related to what you felt in there? If he did, why wouldn't Dr. Kelly have it? It makes more sense if he just has a genetic condition, assuming there isn't any foul play. She's just overprotective. I'm sure that's all that's going on. She has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. Can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick. But it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth in this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. We're going to have to end this episode here. We'll continue the episode, well, part 1 of episode 3. Thanks for watching. Bye!